KBBS.com.
More on government shutdown, obviously biggest news of the day, and now we're going to be talking about its effects on immigration.
This American Dream segment is brought to you by Aquino & Lowe Law Firm, answering your immigration questions.
All right, Attorney Allison Aquino, hello and welcome to Kababayan today.
Good
Lots
afternoon.
to talk about.
Yes.
Government shutdown. I spoke to Ronnie Lago earlier, and we gave a rundown of the different agencies and, you know, what will happen. Now, obviously, immigration, there's 6 branches. Let's talk about U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Service. What do they do first?
The USCIS is the main agency that most people are familiar with. They're the ones who process applications. They process green card applications, visa applications. So you go in, have your fingerprints with them. So that is the agency that most people are familiar with immigration.
What's going to happen to them with this government shutdown?
Fortunately, with the CIS, they receive most of their funding from fees that individuals pay. So throughout this government shutdown, all offices for the USCIS will remain open. People will they must continue to appear for their interviews, must continue to go to their appointments. Immigration will continue accepting applications, processing applications. However, naturally, because there are going to be fewer employees at those agencies, things might slow down a little bit.
Okay.
The main thing that is being affected is really their website. So people, when they go onto immigration's website, do realize that they are not updating that during the government shutdown.
Also, priority dates, is that going to get affected?
No, that will not be affected.
All right. Executive Office for Immigration Review.
The EOIR, which is the immigration court, so they're the ones that obviously deal with any individual who is before a judge for deportation or removal proceedings. During the government shutdown, all EOIR all immigration court offices are pretty much closed,
okay,
except for those that are detained. So individuals who are detained by the Immigration Service, courts will continue to function. They will continue to have hearings for those individuals. Stay of removals and emergency type motions will continue to be heard by the courts.
But also they will not be able to file new ones.
The government, correct,
yeah,
is not able to initiate removal proceedings during this time.
Right.
For any individual who does have a court hearing scheduled at this point and they are not detained by the immigration, what should happen is that they will receive notices in the mail for their next court hearing date, okay, once the government reopens.
All right. Number 3, Immigration and Customs Enforcement, ICE.
ICE. As far as ICE is concerned, they are the agency that deals with enforcement and detention and removal. So unfortunately,
okay,
during the government shutdown, that function is deemed essential, and so they will continue to operate. People will continue to be detained and put into...
Right. Customs and Border Patrol.
Customs and Border Patrol, this is the agency that deals with individuals who are entering and exiting the country. So this, again, is deemed to be an essential government function.
So it will continue.
All ports of entry are open. Everything at the ports of entry will continue to function as normal.
And there will be employees there, ICE officers and all that.
Correct.
Okay. All right. Department of State, so embassies, passport agency.
Exactly. So the U.S. embassies, all U.S. embassies are continuing to function and are open. Again, they receive most of their funding from fees,
okay,
and so they are not affected. They do have a bit of their portion of budget from the Senate and from the Congress, and so depending on how long the government shutdown is, those might start getting affected in the future.
Okay.
As far as passports are concerned, those are continuing to be processed as well. However, some of the passport offices are located in federal buildings that are not supported, and so you do need to contact the individual office.
All right. With that said, there is also some development in terms of immigration reform.
Yes, with everything that's going on, fortunately at least, just today, this morning, the House of Representatives, the Democrats in the House, did introduce legislation that is similar to the comprehensive immigration reform bill that was passed by Senate last June.
Okay.
So Obviously, the focus of the government right now is on the shutdown and on the budget, but it is good to hear that there is a bit of development, because really November and before Thanksgiving is really the crunch time as far as when immigration reform needs to happen.
It's good to know that they're still working on it.
Yes.
All right. Now, I know that a lot of these developments are now giving birth to more questions with regards to your personal situation with immigration. And if you are in Hawaii, lucky you, because Aquino and Low Law Firm with Attorney Allison Aquino will be going there to provide, to conduct a free immigration clinic. What are some of the areas that you will be talking about and will be open to answering questions about?
We're going to talk about everything. So everyone is welcome to come and pose any question regarding your own particular case, because we are conducting private consultations free of charge during that event as well. So if you don't want to air your question in an open forum, we can help you on an individual basis. But we'll talk about any type of visas that people have questions on, citizenship, any comprehensive immigration reform, deferred action. So any questions that's related to immigration, we'll be glad to answer.
And keep in mind that Attorney Allison Aquino is a certified specialist in immigration, and so she can answer whatever question you have in relation to related to immigration. Again, when is this and where?
This is this Saturday, October 5, from 12 to 4 at the Philcom Center.
And if you have more questions for now, that's the information on the screen. That's the phone number as well if you want to consult with them. They have offices here in Los Angeles and in Honolulu. That's the number to call to schedule your appointment now. Thank you, and more power to you. I'll see you in Hawaii.
Thank you, Janelle.
I will be in Hawaii as well tomorrow, Friday and Saturday at the Philcom Center. When we return on the show, we bring you more. Don't go away.